Hello viewers, I'm glad to see you again today. In the previous educational real estate videos we made, I told you the necessity to verify your documents before you acquire a land, property, house, any property here in Owerri, right? So today I'm going to walk you through the appropriate ways to verify your document here in Owerri before you acquire any property, okay? Every business has its own risk, including real estate investment. But when you know how to manage your business properly, when you know the creme de la creme in your business, for instance, this real estate we're talking about, you will see that you will not end up having a successful real estate investment. You will end up building sustainable wealth. Okay? So whenever you talk about a property, the first thing that comes to your mind should be the document, right? Good. When you talk about the document, the next thing you should think of is the genuity of the document. The land property you want to acquire, for instance, has all the details in the document, right? So the document represents the house, the land, or any property you want to acquire. And the genuity of that document paves a way for you to acquire the property, okay? That is the reason why before you can have a successful real estate investment, you must know how to verify the genuity of your document. Because if you don't have your documents appropriately verified, you will end up investing on the wrong path, okay? There is no successful real estate investment without an appropriate verification of the genuity of the document, okay? See, that's the reason why there are appropriate ways to verify your documents. Depends on the nature of the property, the ownership and management of the property. Firstly, if you are buying a native land that has not been sold before, make sure you take your surveyor to the particular plot you want to buy so that the coordinates will be picked up. Then you will now go to the Ministry of Lands to find out if the land is free from government interest or not with that particular coordinates, okay? You don't just go to the Ministry of Lands with the name of the farm land, no. Make sure you pick up the coordinates from that particular plot. With the coordinates, you will get all the information needed regarding that particular plot, okay? Now, when you must have confirmed from the Ministry of Lands that the plot is free from government interest, you can now go back to trace the history of ownership, the recital of that particular property. Then when you must have confirmed from the community, the chairman, the chief and all that, you are now good to go. You know the reason why you have to go to the plot and pick up the coordinates? Because in some cases, for instance, a railway, the government may have a railway pass through that farmland or through that area, okay? And the master plan, you will see the railway and you will see living houses around, okay? If you go with the name of that area, it will give you a different result. But if you go with the particular coordinate of that plot you want to acquire, you will now get the exact result of that particular plot. Because if you go with the farmland, it may show that the government has an interest because of that railway. But on the master plan, the railway is there and there are living houses which the government has allocated to individuals, okay? So that's why it's important you have to go with the coordinates of that particular plot so that it will give you the actual result of that plot you want to acquire. So if that plot happens to fall on the railway, it will be shown. If that plot happens to stay on its own and the railway is on its own, it will be clearly seen, okay? If you want to acquire a land property in an estate that is managed by a real estate company, you know, some credible real estate companies, they will go beyond to make all those necessary inquiries. So just for you to pay and you get yourself allocated, right? Good. So the issue there is this: dealing with the credible real estate company that must have gone beyond to make those necessary inquiries, solve those issues, and now sell for you to buy and have peace of mind, right? So, to be on the safe side, I will advise you, if you have a realtor, a real estate consultant that you can trust, that knows the credibility of all these real estate companies right here in Owerri, fine and good, you can work with him. But to fulfill all righteousness, I will advise you to pick up the name of the farmland and the coordinates with your surveyor. Go to Ministry of Lands to chat and find out if it's free from government interest. Then you must have confirmed that. You cannot go to the company's office to confirm the genuity of the plot you want to acquire. Okay? Good. The mistake that you will make is investing with a company that is not credible. With that, the villagers and the communities may start having issues later on. That's why it is very, very important for you to invest with a credible real estate company in this particular situation if you want to acquire from an estate land. Okay? If you want to acquire a land property in an estate that is managed by the Imo State government, for instance, Imo State Housing Corporation, look at how to verify your documents properly. You can go to Ministry of Lands to confirm if that estate is truly managed by Imo State Housing Corporation. Okay? If that place is free from government interest, if actually the government is aware of that, then when you must have confirmed it, you will now go to Imo State Housing Corporation's office with the allocation paper of the land property you want to acquire to confirm the genuity of that particular plot. Okay? You'll find out there if the name of the allotee and the allocation paper tallies with the one that is registered at Imo State Housing Corporation office. Okay? You also find out the fees that have been paid, the statutory fees and all that. That is where you will find out the genuity of that particular plot if you are buying a land property in an estate that is managed by the state government. If you want to acquire a land property that is managed by an individual, an estate land that is managed by an individual, the process remains like this. Like I said, you go with your surveyor to pick up the coordinates from that particular estate. Go to Ministry of Lands to find out the genuity of that land, if it is free from government interest and all that. You must have confirmed that. Then you now go to the individual's office to confirm the genuity of that particular plot you want to acquire. Okay? Let me give an instance. Estates like Iwanyo Estate right here in Owerri, it has the global CFO, right? So if you want to acquire a land property in this type of estate now, go with your surveyor, pick up the coordinates, go to Ministry of Lands to verify if actually this estate is genuinely acquired by Iwanyo himself, the individual. Okay? You must have confirmed if it has government interest and all that. You will now go to Iwanyo's office to confirm the genuity of that particular plot you want to acquire. Okay? That's how it's done. So everything doesn't end at Ministry of Lands. Everybody knows that you can charge a property there, but the verification alone does not end there. Okay? If you want to acquire from individual estates like Bethel's Court Estate here in Owerri, what you do, pick up the coordinates of the land, go to Ministry of Lands to confirm if that estate is free from government interest and all that. You must have confirmed it. You will now go to Bethel's Court office to confirm the genuity of that particular plot you want to acquire. Okay? That's how it's done. Always make sure you go with the particular coordinate of that plot so that you can know the actual genuity of that plot. Okay? If you don't go with the coordinates, you may end up having a different result, which is a false result. That's why no matter the land, be it native, estate land, government allocated land and all that, make sure you go to Ministry of Lands with the coordinates for a proper search result. Okay? Now that you have known this, make sure you don't go further making such mistakes. Okay, why we bring out these educational videos on real estate is to guide you through your real estate investments so that you don't waste your money, you don't waste your hard-earned money on the wrong path. Okay, so if you want to acquire a land property where you want to build your house here in Owerri, if you want to acquire a house, if you want to acquire a hotel, if you want to acquire acres of land for farming, if you want to be a developer here in Owerri where you can buy land, build and resell, if you want to start up a real estate investment here in Owerri, call us on 08060 so that we can get you genuine properties at strategic locations for you to have a successful real estate investment and also build a sustainable wealth for yourself and family. Okay, remember this video is coming from Lodra Global Limited, and I am Justin Nwadike, the managing director, Lodra Global Limited, your favorite real estate consultant right here in Owerri, Imo State. If you like watching educational real estate videos like this, property deal videos in real estate here in Owerri, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, like the video and share so that when next we publish videos like this, you'll be notified for you to watch and be informed. Okay, have a lovely day. I will see you again, and bye for now.